Okay, it's a few days later and tabletop is still relatively clear. I'm still removing stuff from this box or getting it to where it needs to go. I just found a bag that had this in it. It had that in it and this was wrapped in it. And I'm not sure if I'm going to keep that, so I'm going to leave that there until I can figure that out. But I'm going to get rid of that. So it goes into my basket of things that need to leave this room. And sometimes I pull stuff out and sometimes I leave it in there for the next day. So that's still good. Happy about that, but I need to do more. You saw the room, it's not good. So I think today I have enough energy to work on this shelf. And mostly this shelf is supposed to have items that are not listed yet. That is the goal today, is to organize this shelf. The problem with working in the eBay room is that if I find something, I'm like, oh, I should list this. And then I get distracted and I want to go list it. But I'm going to try to stay focused, that this is just an organizational, get the shelf more organized and remove anything that I'm not going to list. Let's get it out of here, and then when I have more room on the shelf, I can put things that are like on the floor here that need to be listed can go on the shelf, and then I can start working on a better system. I'm filming this just to keep me accountable. So wish me luck. I also have dinner cooking, so I'm going to keep it. I'll do a couple of trips. It'll probably be dark the next time I film, but I'm doing this. This is the next project. Okay, thank you. Okay, I am losing a little bit of light. I took a dinner break, but I put the light stuff on top of the shelf, packing materials, because I don't want anything real heavy at the top that I don't want to fall. So the second shelf is still a work in progress. The stuff on the right, I've already gone through. The stuff on the left is like mostly breakable things. So I might put a couple more breakable things in there, or a stack of dishes, and leave that over there. I am not done with this. It's improved, but I'm not done with that. This shelf is pretty much done. And then I emptied out the bottom shelf, except for the piece of paper back there, so I gotta grab that. And this is what was on the bottom shelf. And I need to go through these boxes. Looks like mostly junk. And I could fit more stuff on that bottom shelf. So that's my next thing, is organize or go through these boxes and then find what else I could put on that bottom shelf that needs to be listed. So that's what's up next. All right. I opened up this box and I'm already like, do I need permanent markers? No. Do I need highlighters anymore? These are back from when my kids were in school. My kids, my oldest will be 40 in a couple of weeks. So these are going way back. And I automatically, like, as you can see, I've been testing them. These I'm throwing out. So they're going into that mystery box of things that I'm working on. But those are still good. And I'm like, I can't throw them out. But I got rid of 2, and I'm really happy about that. So I may end up getting rid of them, but that's a start. Okay, the light is definitely fading. But I think I'm done for tonight. Bubble wrap and empty box and styrofoam for packing is up on top. And stuff to list on that shelf, and that shelf, and that shelf, and that shelf. There's actually a little bit of room on that shelf. That box is empty on the bottom right, but I am not there. So I did put some stuff on the table. The couple of boxes over here are to relist or take pictures of and put them on different platforms. I think they're just on eBay right now. And this is the stuff I'm getting rid of, which is pretty good. There was a lot of paper, whoops, and garbage and boxes that I'm getting rid of, and I think I might be getting rid of a cardboard box too that some stuff was stored in, and I might, yeah, I think I'm gonna break this down. So this box too is gonna get broken down, and I'll get rid of that box. So I think that's not bad, you know. It's not perfect. I should have got rid of more things, but I'm not going to shoulda, woulda, coulda this. I'm making improvements so that I can work in here, and I moved some things around a little bit. Next project will be these shelves, which have cleared off a little bit because I moved everything over there. I think it's going pretty good. Just tackle one little spot every night or every other night and see what we can do. That box on the bottom there, can I say point to that one, is my packing peanuts. So that one's staying, even though it's a perfect size box for one of the items that I want to sell. But right now it has packing peanuts in it, and the bag on top is like miscellaneous packing materials that I should probably just ditch because it's like used bubble wrap and used tissue paper, and I never go to it, and I gotta make a decision. So I might put that on the other shelf so I make sure I get to it next time. So yeah, I'm actually pretty proud of myself that we got moved. Like I'm moving, I'm not just stepping on anything. I'm moving freely around the room, and having just touched everything, I know what I have and what I have to get to. So that's today's declutter. Okay, it is after work. I'm tired. I stopped and got some blood work done, and I'm just tired, but I think I can work on this shelf. Oh, is there stuff underneath too? Oh gosh. Because I know basically what's on it. There's a shelf of hats, and then there's some breakable stuff. So let's just do it. Okay, I pulled all the hangers down. I've got to do some real, I won't call it tough love, but I got to get real. I don't need all these. They've been hanging there for at least a year, so they're not being used. I also have hangers hanging up in my closet that aren't unused also. So I might even grab those and make some cuts. If I can at least get rid of half, I'll definitely do that. I do keep the wire hangers in case I need them. You never know when. I've used it to unclog a drain. I've used them to grab things that I can't reach. Like you can, you know, mold them and bend them in ways and then get into crevices that you can't get into. So I keep wire hangers around in case I need them as tools, not for hanging my clothes up. So I will definitely be keeping those, but I'm going to put them somewhere else. And yeah, so I'm gonna do this. All right, I'm feeling good about this. I did not go through every box like I did with the other shelves because one, I already know what's in some of those boxes. I put all the hats on top. They're nice and light. Yes, I put stuff on top of them to keep the dust off of them. And then I put glassware on the next one and dishes. And then that blue, can I point to it? That one. That blue container has just a bunch of boxes of jewelry, and I have to figure out. I am not a big jewelry person, and they take a long time to list if I do it individually, so I might be doing lots of jewelry, and I got to figure that out. So I probably will pull that down sometime when I'm sitting in front of YouTube and just go through the jewelry and see what I'm going to do with it. And the box next to it, I think, has more hats in it. And then to the left, or yeah, right there, that's tissue paper and bags for shipping things out. And the next shelf has a lot of chenille. Is it chenille or chenille? Chenelle fabric. I was going to make like a patchwork shower curtain with like rosy, flowery kind of cotton fabric, patchworked with the chenille fabric. I don't know. It was way back in, I think, the early 2000s that I was like, I gotta do this. So yeah, this fabric is old. And I still thought about using it for something, and I just don't think I'm going to. So I am going to eventually list that. It's a lot of fabric. And underneath is a bedspread that belonged to my grandparents. It's very cool, but it's really not my taste. There might be some tablecloths on the bottom. Not quite sure. And then the boxes to the side of that there. I do know the bottom box has a lot of different things in there for sale. I've already gone through that box over the past winter and removed some things from it. So confident about that one. The other Amazon box is already to list. I found that box and it fits. What's inside is like a game, like 9-in-1 game thing where you can play chess, checkers, Chinese checkers, blah, 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 all the different backgammon. It's one of those kind of all-in-one game things. And I was going to keep it, but who am I going to play games with? I don't know. And the boxes on top of that are thread that belonged to my grandmother. And I have used a lot of it. I still have so much thread from my grandmother, which I love and I use. It's very, very old thread. I still use it. So all those hangers that I had, managed to get it down to that. Mostly only kept the pants, hangers for skirts and pants. And the wooden ones I may sell at some point. I do like the wooden ones. I think they don't leave little creases in your waistbands and stuff, but I don't have fancy stuff. So, but sometimes when I'm listing something, I want to make sure the clothes stay nice, so I'll hang them up. That's what I do. The bottom, oh gosh, the bottom. One of the boxes has a crock pot in it, just the interior of the crock pot, you know, that you pull out and you can wash. And I actually have that type of crock pot already that I own. And I picked it up at the thrift store because I was like, well, if I drop mine or it gets a crack or something, this is the exact same and I can just replace it. It does it have the lid? I don't think it has the lid, but I have the lid, so that's fine. No, it does have the lid. I haven't dropped it and I don't need it. So I may try to do a local pickup on that because I really don't want to ship it in case it breaks. And I can't remember what's in the other box. And I know I just looked at it too. And the middle box are like Yu-Gi-Oh cards that I need to list. But I think I did a good job. I got rid of the stuff in front of it too. So I used this basket again. Some things are from last night. I went through a box from my closet, and so there's still a few things in there that I haven't distributed yet. But there's a bunch of plastic hangers, box and papers and just miscellaneous junk. So that's cool. And then hopefully I can make a decision and at least get rid of one of those boxes, maybe that one on top, because it looks a little beat, if I'm not going to use it anytime soon, because I have access to larger boxes, so I can always get one if I need it. Oh, I keep making that noise again. Anyway, so I think this was very, very, very successful. This has been a really good clean out, and I'm really glad I did this. Just wanted to give a little update on my eBay room. It's been over a week, and this is the present state. Everything is still pretty organized. I did bring in a couple of boxes of packaging that I got from work, so that's kind of in the way, but I kind of need it, so that's fine. And this has been really helpful to see what I have and what I have to do next. So I want to take this table and move it into that corner, because I set up this corner to do pictures, and I hardly ever take pictures in that corner. I take them all over the house. And so I don't need to just have that for pictures. So that's what I want to do. I'm not going to do that tonight because underneath is some stuff. I think I'm going to work on that tonight. I don't know. I need to eat dinner first. It's a long day at work and I'm tired. But I need to eat, and yeah, that's the next step for that. And I'll be right back. And then this crazy monstrosity is the other project that I have to do. Definitely not doing this today. Oh, but let's see. Everything up there, all around the top, is stuff that's listed on eBay. And so is this stuff up here. That rack back there is all listed on eBay except the pants up front. Those are mine. I just don't have a long place to hang long clothes. That's what I want to do right here. I want to take these wire shelving off because I don't really have a lot of shoes. I want to take those down so that I can just hang clothing up on that, because otherwise I just have all these short ones. Basically, I don't have a lot of clothes. This is clothes down here, stuff that I think I want to get rid of, but I haven't yet. You see, I have a lot of gray and blue and black clothing. That's kind of my thing. And these are all my t-shirts. A lot of them are my work t-shirts that have my work logo on them. And since they're letting me go, since I'm being laid off, I'm not going to want to wear those anymore. Clothes I wear out in public, except for this one. I don't know why that one's over there. It doesn't belong there. And these are clothes that I wear for grungy. And yeah, I wear grungy stuff to work because it has my logo on it. So anyway, yeah, not today, but this is a project that's coming up. I figured if I document it, I have to follow up on it. Okay, I'm down here on the ground looking at this, and now I really don't want to do this. I was just sitting on my couch watching Johnny Cakes, eat Trader Joe's snacks. Okay. All right. I'm going to get started on this. This I just took out because I need some boxes for some stuff that I want to list. What is this mess in here? Who did this? I did this. It's all the shipping materials that I need. Do I need all of them though? Maybe not. Maybe not. These can go in the box. Keep them organized. Who's shoving hangers back here? Let's just throw a couple things out. Let's see how that goes. I have to challenge myself to throw some things out today. It's kind of what I was doing as I was sitting watching the video. I was like, girl, you need to make some decisions. You need to get rid of some stuff. So I think I am going to go ahead and list this chair. Probably for a local pickup. Oh my gosh, this box. Ugh, I don't really want to go through this, but it has to be done. Yeah, that looks like a craft bag in there. Oh my goodness, I have another craft bag already, so I have to combine those two. And we have some garbage on the floor. Some ribbon. And this one of my kids made me, so I'm gonna keep that. What are these ties doing back here? I'm assuming that these are scrap ties. I can't imagine anything else. All right, I need to dig out these boxes. I'll see you in a bit. All right, so I found a whole box of fabric and my parents' Kindle. I tried it to use it for a little while. Yeah, this is all just fabric. So I'll list all this unless my daughter wants some of it because she's gotten into quilting, but I think these are colors and styles that she's not interested. She might be interested in this though, because this was my grandmother's. My grandmother had a lot of stuff, and my grandfather, I used to go visit him with my dad like every Sunday or something for a long time. And every time I would leave, he'd give me like a box of thread or some fabric or some lace or something. Every time we left, I would get a little something. And I'm glad he did. At the time, I didn't really understand it. And also, I was like 8, 9, 10. So I was like, what am I going to do with this stuff? Even though I did do a lot of sewing for my family, I used to sew buttons back on, and if you had a hole in your pocket, I would sew it up. And I always did mending. My dad taught me how. My mom didn't teach me how. My dad did. He learned in the Army, and he taught me. And so I used it. But later, when he moved out of the house, my dad's sister and her daughters swooped in and kind of took everything else. So I'm glad that I got the fabric and the thread and stuff. But then what I got from the house was like a whole bunch of this fabric. I used some of it in a couple of quilts I made, but I had it was a lot of fabric that I got, and that was it. That's what I got. So it was like, here, this was your grandmother's. None of the beautiful dishes or the glasses and stuff like that. None of that. But it's okay, because I ended up finding the glasses that my grandmother had that I used to drink out of, because she used to babysit me at one point when I was very young. She passed away when I was 8. And but even then, when I came to visit my grandfather didn't speak very much English, so I didn't understand anything he was ever saying. I don't even know if he did speak any English at all. I'm Hungarian, and my grandfather came from Hungary. Anyway, he would serve me this exact same cookies and the exact same cherry pop or soda, whatever, that my grandmother would give me. So I never really thought he knew what was going on, because my grandmother spoke English, but he didn't. So I just didn't think he knew what was going on. But anyway, he did. And I found those glasses at a thrift store. I don't know, a church rummage sale. And then that summer, I kept finding them. Same pattern, just different style of glasses everywhere I went. Thrift stores, garage sales, wherever I went. The one summer, they were everywhere. And I bought them all. Some my daughter took, some I still have. It was just really weird. I don't know if that story made sense, but anyway, let's see what's in this box. Why do I even save this stuff? What am I thinking is gonna happen? Ooh, look at all these quartz. We definitely want to list those. I think I have some more somewhere around there too. Okay, this is one of those boxes I got from my grandmother, or that my grandfather would give me when I'd leave the house after visiting. And I just realized that these are scarf holders or something. I thought they were belt buckles or something. I guess you could use them for that if you really wanted to. And I don't know if these are Bakelite or not. I could test them and stuff, but I have all kinds of very cool stuff like this. This one seems very much like a belt buckle. That's not very cool or anything. But yeah, I have all kinds of stuff. I don't even know what this is. So there's that. That's definitely an old belt buckle. I don't know what to do with that either. So I hope you enjoy going through this box of stuff that my grandfather gave me that was my grandmother's. What even is this? Is that a pin? Okay. But it's weird looking. I don't know what that is. Okay. Oh, and here's another one of those. I don't know what that is. I'll have to look that up. So I have a whole bunch of these. That's definitely a belt buckle. Oh my gosh, I don't think I've ever looked through this. I don't know what that is either. So this is metal. Okay, well, lots of weird stuff in here. On the bottom. Oh, this one's on the card. What's it say? Pretty cool though. Anyway, so I was gonna list some of this stuff on eBay, but first I have to find out what exactly it all is. So yeah, this is an example of like we'd be leaving and my grandpa would shove this in my hands and say something in Hungarian to me. And I'd say thank you and we'd move on. So, oh, another pie plate. I swear I have a bunch of pie plates to sell. Okay, well, got another box. Well, this whole box is dishes. They're cute. They're not in the best condition. I don't know why I have them. I'm sure I picked them up at a garage sale or Goodwill or somewhere. These are things I have to think about. Like, am I going to do something with these? What do I do? Do I just get rid of them? Like, what did I think I was doing? Like, opening my own little china shop? Oh my gosh. So yeah, girl's gonna make some decisions. All right, I said I wasn't gonna do it and I did it. Yeah. No, this is gonna work. I did put some stuff that was underneath on top that I want to address right away. The ties. I found this box. I want to get that stuff listed. And I'm gonna list my champagne corks. Not big money or anything. I saved them. I'm just gonna list them. They're very easy to list. I have a box, and I think I didn't list them because I thought I'd have more champagne corks, and I think I have about 4 or 5 more than I have elsewhere. Found them. 1, 2, 3, 4. I like champagne. Not the good stuff, just the sparkling wine. But I like it. Anyway, and yeah, everything on the table is stuff like I'm trying to deal with. So there's that. Okay. I'm glad I got it done. Now I am going to put underneath it shipping materials and things like that, so I know where they are. Okay, it's a little better. These 2 boxes I'm probably going to get rid of. They were under the table and I put combined boxes, so those 2 boxes were underneath the table and they've been combined. And I put the craft stuff together so I can put that in one bag. I'm not going to do it tonight. It's just a lot. But I know it looks kind of chaotic, but let's see. I have packing materials in a box back there. My padded envelopes. These are boxes, eBay branded. And then behind that is my, what is that, popcorn? They're not styrofoam, they're degradable ones I purchased. So yeah, and then there's a few small boxes up on top that I can use. I just don't have a place to put them right now, so I'll be able to grab them when I have small things that I need to ship. So I actually can't believe that worked out pretty good. I think it just gives me so much more room. That's the story of my life right there. Anyway, this has been really good. I know it doesn't look like much. I'm not getting rid of enough. I'm aware. All right. Well, thanks for helping me keep me accountable for another project. I I can't believe how much room I have in here now. It's really good. All right, I'll see you next time. Maybe we'll tackle the closet.